Hi, my name is Sarah, and I'm an event planner at the Orange County Library System. I plan author events and writing workshops, and I invited some of my author friends to provide writing tips for you. This next one is from Adrianna Cuevas.
Hi everyone, I'm Adrianna Cuevas. I am the author of The Total Eclipse of Nestor Lopez, a middle grade fantasy. And I'm here to talk to you today about incorporating humor into your manuscript. I think that all stories can benefit from even just a little bit of humor, no matter what kind of story that you're writing. When you do this, when you put humorous elements in your story, it accomplishes multiple things. It shows who your characters are by what they find funny and also how they react to humorous situations. It gives your readers a little bit of a break from emotionally intense scenes, and it's also a great way to just engage your reader in general. Some recent books that I've enjoyed that I think really incorporate humor well on the adult end, there's Loathe at First Sight by Suzanne Park. This is a great one that there's a lot of banter in it that's really phenomenal. For YA, I very much enjoyed More Than Just a Pretty Face by Sayed Massoud. It has some humor with high school boys as the main characters, and the author has truly found an authentic voice for the high school boy, and it's incredibly humorous. But it also balances with some very, very intense and emotional scenes that are in the book. And so I think putting those two things together really helped the story along incredibly well. For middle grade, Sal and Gabby Break the Universe by Carlos Hernandez uses humor and sarcasm and funny situations incredibly well. An illustrated middle grade that uses humor well is Pie in the Sky by Remy Lay. We've got two brothers in this story who are very silly together, and it's a really great way to show who the characters are. So as you're writing and you're trying to decide how you want to incorporate humorous elements into your story, there's three ways that I think that you can best accomplish this. You can do this through a situation, through dialogue, or through a reliable character. When you are incorporating humor in a situation, think about a place you could put your characters in that they would have to deal with, and perhaps it's a little bit funny. There's a middle grade that I very much love called The Season of Styx, Malone, and the book opens with the main characters trying to auction off their little sister, and it's absolutely hilarious. And it's a funny situation, but right away, through humor, we get to know who these characters are, what their goals are, what they're trying to accomplish. And it's incredibly engaging because you're grabbed right away by how silly the situation is. So you can brainstorm, just think of what kind of situation your characters would find absolutely hilarious or what would throw them for a loop, and just do some free writing and think about how they would handle that situation. Another way to incorporate humor is obviously through dialogue. And I don't mean like straight telling of jokes that really doesn't come across very well on the page, but just characters' interactions with each other. You can think about, would they answer this question that they're being asked with a straight face? Would they be silly? Would they be sarcastic, snarky? And think about that. But that kind of leads into my third point, which is having a reliable character. Sometimes if you're trying to make all your characters funny, it doesn't really come across well. So it's helpful to have maybe one character that you can always rely on to make that sarcastic or snarky remark, or to have that humorous insight into a situation, because then your reader knows that they can rely on them. If you are even in an emotionally heavy scene, you might have them just have a little quip that provides a little bit of lightness. In my own book, in The Total Eclipse of Nestor Lopez, I used one of the main character's best friends, Talib, as kind of my go-to for when I needed to lighten up a scene. He was always ready with kind of a sarcastic comment that made my main character laugh, that lightened the situation. The final thing I want to say when you are thinking about incorporating humor, and this is really the most important thing, is that you have to know your audience. You have to know what's funny to them. You have to know what voice is usually used to get humor across. So I strongly recommend, particularly for those who are writing for children, to spend a lot of time around your target audience, see what they find funny, how do they get humorous things across, so that that voice can be authentic and true in your manuscript. So good luck. Watch some YouTube videos of people being absolutely ridiculous. That's always good inspiration. Read as much as you can, and absolutely good luck with your writing. I know you'll do fantastic. Thanks.
Thank you for watching. To learn more about writing workshops and see more videos, visit ocls.info/writers corner. Orange County Library System is your place to learn, grow, connect.